The sentiment of the day, good riddance 2020.
Finally say goodbye, farewell, ta-ta 2020.
It seems that the entire world is ready to put this miserable year to bed. Here's Les Trent.
And just like everything else in 2020, this year's celebrations are being drastically curtailed. Never in my lifetime did I expect to see Times Square empty on New Year's Eve. Police have closed off the crossroads to the world to all spectators. And, of course, there's rain in the forecast, a fitting end to the year.
Our Ann Mercogliano found that some folks are still going out to celebrate.
Beautiful. Oh, and it is busy now already.
At the Watermark Restaurant in New York City, where indoor dining is banned, you can book your own glass house to ring in the new year.
You can see on the table they have an air purifier, a heater, and I have to say it is nice and toasty in here. Then after each guest, this tablecloth comes off, a new one goes on, and they sanitize the entire tent.
This unique experience is not cheap. Packages start at $600 for 4 people. And how's this for an upscale New Year's Eve dinner you can eat in the comfort of home? At the Houseman Restaurant, Chef Ned Baldwin is creating delicious meal kits for takeout.
Christmas cookies, venison meatballs, our dressed eggs, very lightly smoked cheddar, and a smoked sea bass salad.
And there's a new pandemic phenomenon, getting all dressed up even if the COVID-19 virus is keeping you locked down at home, says social media influencer Michaela Hederman.
Honestly, for me, this is more fun than actually going out. I love being able to dress up. I love being able to shoot pictures in a specific outfit.
Even President Trump and the First Lady are bailing out of their annual New Year's Eve bash at Mar-a-Lago. They flew back to Washington today. We spoke to CBS White House correspondent Weijia Jiang.
President Trump was scheduled to come back here to the White House on New Year's Day, but instead he decided to come back early on New Year's Eve, skipping a lavish party at Mar-a-Lago with about 500 guests.
So why'd they leave early? Does it have to do with plotting to overturn the election?
President Trump is fighting until the very end, and he has made that clear.
Here's something to think about. Yeah, 2020 was horrible, but was it really the worst year ever, as so many people believe? Maybe not, says Robert Thompson, professor of pop culture at Syracuse University.
If we look at all of human history, no, 2020 was not the worst year ever.
According to a recent survey of historians, 2020 actually ranks 8th as the worst year in American history. Topping the list, the year 1862, the height of the Civil War. Second on the list, the year 1929, the start of the Depression. So here's to 2021, and fingers crossed, the end of the pandemic at last.